SMPs need to be private in order to thrive. One would say that's common knowledge, but even when private, member choosing is of utmost importance. Don't believe me? Well, let me tell you a story. The story of how the SYSMP almost died before it was even born. A story lived by yours truly. This story begins when the server just opened its doors, all the way back at the beginning of the year. All new adventure opened up, and I was really excited as my voice clearly shows during the next clip. I joined an SMP. What's the big deal about this? Well, nothing really, just ask as if it was a big deal because that would make things easier. Wow, such excitement is unmatched. Almost as if past me knew the incident would happen. Cut! We already know spoilers. Sorry about that. Before we continue then, I'll just say, if you love Minecraft and want to know more about the behind the scenes of an SMP, be sure to verify that red subscribe button. On with the story. By now, there are probably some questions related to the game edition I play. Why don't we let past me explain now? So, why am I on my phone? Well, in Bedrock edition of the game, there's only two things to be yourself. One is to be on the Windows 10 edition to choose your own skin. What kind of sin is this? Who does this to the trees? I'm gonna kill whoever did that. If you're me again, the one who did that was the owner. Don't know if killing him would be a good idea, unless... Okay, going back to what I was saying, in the Bedrock version there's only two ways to be yourself. Either playing the Windows 10 version, which my computer can handle because it's not Windows so it doesn't have it, and playing on your phone. So since I want my skin, I'm gonna be playing on a phone. Which is kind of weird, but since I'm recording this on the computer, it shouldn't be that different from a normal video. Also, how is this SMP called? Is the Small YouTubers SMP, SYSMP, which could also be abbreviated as SMPS, SYSMP. Yeah, let's go with that, SYMPS. That's a good way to call it. Probably it's not, but hey, I'm gonna probably get a lot of backlash for calling it like this. But it doesn't matter, okay? It all comes from a rewind that we did like a long time ago, a group of small YouTubers. I mean, it was just for fun. Honestly, everyone, I hope, knew that that wasn't gonna get like as much traction. It's just more for building a community, and that's what this is for. But okay, by the time you're seeing this video, you're watching really old footage because this is recorded, I'm pretty sure, in the early January. The point is, I wanted you guys to see how the SMP looked back in its early days, when it was still barren enough that no issues had happened yet. So, why don't we start with the pre-incident recap, shall we? First thing I did for the SMP was designing the spawn tree. Yeah, the one that I took weeks recreating on the actual server. It started with a stump layout that was so small it ended up fitting inside of the new one. I promise this is a stump in a stump, okay? Not some weird kind of ritual circle. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Woo! Yayang wooden token! Then I crushed the can, added some roots, poked some holes, and put some weird fan thingies. And after wrenching the propellers, I can proudly say, it vaguely resembles a tree now. One with a creepy eye in the middle of it. One would say that's 2 wrench layers closer to the finished product, but for now, let's leave it like that. Oh my, branching out that sprucey makeup did make a difference. Wouldn't have even noticed if those top branches and tree tip were still missing. Also, why are branches so hard to get right? Those empty spaces did have me on the fence for quite a while. Glad I got this weird design choice. It definitely looks more like a tree now. Holy chlorophyll, that took way too long. I still have to do the other half? Just leave me alone already! I need a break now. Those tree puns do take a toll on ya. And after said break, we finally finished living it out, and boy does it look nice. Quae ovnia vide toculus ex arbore lux tenebris tutraven consumeteos ranseat animarum et fasciet invenire secretum latebras estis. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to be in the final cut. Why did you leave it there? I ended up changing the fog to dark purple, making the eye even creepier. Adding a dark oak staircase border, replicating that on top with a full black fog, and cause why not? Make the portal a giant table of which you climb the bloody pots to get in. And with the tree all done, one thing was left. the blueprints. Oh god, no. But how does this all tie in with the incident? Well, there was a big doubt before the incident. One that made the incident's impact way higher on me. So let's go to the day of the spawn building event. Yeah, the time I was supposed to start building the tree. It was early on that day, and I ventured far away in the search of a desert. To my luck, I went in the complete opposite direction. I did find some cool stuff along the way though. Time was getting tighter and tighter. I started looking for lava to make a portal and get home because a 7,000 block journey back was not an option. I needed to head back to spawn to get the tree started ASAP. A time came where me and my Galacticraft halfway through my venture got lucky enough to come by a village. One with enough obsidian inside the blacksmiths to make a portal back. This is where stuff started going south. No pickaxes, having to make some out of netherwood and digging never-ending tunnels. Only two things would happen. Not even counting the multiple near-death experiences due to souls and bodies. The first of them happened during the first tunneling pot. My cat and I were digging, and you know what happened next. Our pet kitty that joined us during this journey also left us in the same trip. But we have to keep going. Closer and closer to my base, I kept digging, hoping for the best, and if things couldn't get worse, this happened. Of course, I wouldn't allow myself to die like that, not after the amount of time that happened during that adventure, so I had to do the disconnection trick. From there, efforts were made to find and clear the lava beneath me, but they weren't easy, because even if it was really close by to my base, only making it more ridiculous, it was in a crimson forest, and when you got nothing, hoglins and piglins will make your day miserable. So, we got to this point.
And let's see. No! I'm inside of the gravel! No.
Yeah, I missed by a single block. That was honestly scary, but we got so far, we had to fix it. We wouldn't leave it like that.
Ok, veamos. Ok, perfecto. Funcionó. Ok. Se logró.
High-pitched celebrations in Spanish. That's how you know relief was felt, when you forget what language you're supposed to be talking on. But the time it took to go back, to save ourselves from lava, the stress behind everything just accumulated. And even after that, I did the first 10 layers of the spawn tree and head to bed. But little would I know, the incident was so close to happening. Next day, I was playing around for a bit, chilling out in my base, doing a little bit of building, but then the incident was announced on the Discord, and I just had to go see what happened. We're currently climbing my bloody vine ladder to the spawn portal. Let's see what we find on the other side. I mean, I know there's an incident, but I don't know what that means. Okay, that does it. That flipping does it. What's the flipping point in designing something? Just to see it burning down in front of you. If people don't want the community effort to be made, I might as well not even try to play it and record this. It's already enough pain to try to record Bedrock version inside of a computer. It's already enough pain to play on mobile. Yeah, I certainly got mad, but I wasn't the only one. Moth, the server owner, was also livid, wanting to shut everything down. In the end, the server may have survived. And thanks to backups, no permanent damage was done. But one important lesson was learned. SMPs can't allow anyone in. Common knowledge to some, but that trust was what almost killed the SYSMP before it was even born. But where did that leave the server? What happened afterwards? Were the culprits ever found? Find out on the next episode of the SYSMP. And if you like this video, remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe to be ready to see the next part.